You're listening to Boulder Talk Radio for the 24th of February 2021, where we ask the hard question of, have you ever noticed the moral tale of all children's stories are simply, don't be a cunt? Yeah. I got to figure out a better way to do those intros. I do them like super quick. And it's great because I think they're funny, but at the same time, I said cunt, and like the first, I said cunt.
Yeah, you can't say that with a
You can't say that anymore. Yeah, you can't say that anymore. I had to intentionally put last night's episodes on limited ads because Black Weebu Jones came in and dropped the N-bomb like multiple times.
Yeah.
Which I think he's allowed to do because I think he is African American.
I mean, the name would lead you to believe that. But...
Yeah, the name would lead you to believe that. I don't have that ability because I'm clearly an opaque American. So I don't have the ability to make that comment. And you know, so that... But that's okay. He dropped like $40 in Super Chat, so I can't really complain, to be honest.
No, that was a good stream. That was a good fucking stream.
It was a weird one. There was weird things that we talked about 100%.
Oh yeah, I noticed that you updated the title afterwards and put the first thing as Argonian Rule 34.
Yeah, I fucking put the Argonians Rule 34, and I thought that would actually help with people finding the stream.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good
and talking
call,
about it.
I mean, it was a unique topic we'll probably never talk about again. So.
I got some unique topics tonight to go over. I got some unique topics to go over. All and then, of course, we can dive into the calls because we'll be doing those. Tony, I see you back there. We're going to get to you here when we get through the kind of basic news bits because there's a couple weird things to talk about today, a couple funny things to talk about. We'll give it a minute for people to come on in. I see we got Music Man here. What's going on? I'm doing pretty good. Tonight was a weird night. I just got home from doing deliveries. Today was a weird day. Today was a weird day because like the orders were like normal. They were normal orders, but they were just like really far the fuck out there, you know? And I went to a house tonight that I've been to before, and I'm pretty positive that this woman is a murderer. So let me explain.
Okay.
I know, right? So she's a doctor, a former doctor. She lost her license. I know this because she was drunk last time I delivered food to her, and she kept me talking, and she explained a lot. But the first time I delivered to her, which was in the summer of 2019, I had taken a DoorDash order to her home, and it was for like 2 Philly cheesesteaks. Now, she lives in this nice neighborhood. All the way down the end of this road, at the end of a cul-de-sac, is her house. I pull on up, and there's like like a dumpster in the driveway, her car. I'm like, okay. I go and I knock on the door. There's no answer. Except I hear dogs barking upstairs. And I'm like, okay, this is kind of fucking weird. And then I look inside the foyer because, like, you know, you can see inside the house right there. And the whole thing is trashed. It's just demolished. Like a hoarder lives there, right? And I'm like, all right, this is a little bit weird. So I knock on the door again. No answer. I try calling her. No answer. I hear the dogs. I'm like, okay, someone does live here. There are dogs, but I don't know. So the way that DoorDash operates is if you get there and you can't get a hold of anybody, you got to wait like 7 minutes. And after 7 minutes, you get to keep the food and you get paid. That's how it works. Right? So you literally are running against the clock on this one here. You're hoping that 7 minutes pass. You know, you're going to make that money and you're going to get that food. That's the goal here.
Yes.
So I waited the time. I got the food. I got paid. I actually, before anyone's like, you ate it, fatty. I ate one of them. I gave the other one to a homeless guy.
Nice. All right.
So, so there's good. There's good on that one, right? So I gave the food to a homeless person. I do that quite often, by the way. If I do get extra food, I usually try to give it away. And so what happened with that was I went back again a few months later, but this time I brought like Baskin Robbins, and they were like 3 milkshakes, and this lady was drunk. And she was telling me about like how her ex-husband had died and how she was accused of killing him. And, you know, she was like, I didn't do it, but he was poisoned and they don't quite know what happened. But I did lose a patient because I did overprescribe him drugs. And then like he died and I lost my license. And she is fucking hammered and telling me all this stuff. And I'm like, So tonight I get that same address. And I'm like, I think I've been to this house because it's been a long time, you know? I think I've been to this house. And I end up getting distracted and like missing my exit because I got another order that popped up. And she calls me. And as soon as I hear her voice, I know exactly who it is. And she already sounds fucking hammered.
Oh,
And I'm
God.
like, great. And I'm bringing her Arby's, by the way. So I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah, that's how you know that they're drunk.
Yeah, that's how you know they're drunk. Yeah, they get Arby's. They get Arby's and it's like 8 p.m. That's how you know they're fucking hammered. And so, she's like on the phone with me trying to give me directions to her house. Never mind, I have GPS. And she starts giving me wrong directions to get to her house. She's like, okay, you're coming up on the street right here and you're going to have to turn left. I had to turn right. She's like, you just got to turn left.
Doesn't even know her left from her right.
Doesn't know her left from her right. So I get to her place finally. And she's like, I'm just going to open my garage and I'm just going to come out and meet you. And I'm like, oh, fuck. All right, fine. So she comes out, like the garage opens up and the garage again looks like a fucking hoarder lives there. Looks like a hoarder lives there. She comes out and she starts like coughing in her hand and I have my mask on and I'm trying to socially distance, and then I hand her the food and I'm like, all right, well, hey, have yourself a great night. And she's all like, oh yeah, like this dumpster it's just trailers owned by my friend. And I have to, as you can see, I have a lot here to clean up. And I mean, and this house has been like this since like the summer of 2019. So clearly she's taking her sweet time. But then
It's never going to happen.
It's never, yeah. So then she starts following me to my car. And I'm like, and I purposefully knew what to expect from this. So I left the car running and I'm like, yeah, I gotta go. I gotta get to another order. I gotta keep going. I gotta hustle, like I appreciate the $7 for the fucking RB order, but unless you're going to tip me more money, I ain't going to stay. Right. In this moment, I'm like a stripper. You want me to keep talking?
Pay to stay.
You gotta pay. You gotta buy me a drink. $10. And so, she's very nice, but you could tell she's kind of like
Unhinged
a little
and drunk.
Yeah, she's definitely like that, So I finally got the hell out of there. And then the rest of the night was just like far out places and just a lot of driving. And, it was just like, it was a night. It was just a night. And so tonight's going to run a little bit quicker than normal. This has everything to do with the fact that like my cat is kind of sick. So I want to talk to you guys for a bit and then I'm going to go take care of my cat. So that is the show tonight. The link is, I'll paste the place. Well, hold on again. I'll post the link in there. We got a couple people that are already in the back. I want to talk about a couple crazy news stories and then we're going to bring people in. So we'll get people lined up right there.
Sounds good.
Have you heard, okay, do you follow anything involving TikTok drama?
Oh, no, I paid no attention to TikTok, but.
Okay, fair enough. Fuck TikTok. I'm not a big fan of it myself. I'm a near 40-year-old man. I understand it like I understand Snapchat. Not very well. But anyway, there's a woman on there by the name of the VeganTeacher. And the VeganTeacher was banned today, right? She was banned on TikTok. 1.7 million followers. Banned.
Jesus.
So I wanted to bring up her little thing here, see what she has to say.
Let's see why.
You can tell she's a vegan. She's the kind of vegan. She has that look on her that like she's a vegan and she would always tell you that she's a vegan.
She also votes for the Green Party.
Most
I can
likely.
just tell. Like,
yeah. You look at her glasses and you're like, you might role play as a librarian, but really you're just a bitch.
wow.
I'm going to fucking go there anyway.
Advanced Karen.
Yeah. Advanced Karen. Let's see what they have to, what she has to say here.
And I know many of you are jumping for joy and thinking that this is a great victory. Somehow, it makes you smile to know that an animal rights activist is being silenced on one of the platforms.
Not just conservatives. Wait. So one of the people complaining in this change.org petition says here that her statements have included telling a creator with a disability that he would be better if they were a vegan. That is a dehumanizing and ableist statement. She told a child that they were not going to heaven because they were not vegan.
What?
What?
I just read the first part. I didn't read that last sentence until just now. What the fuck?
She told.
Wait, so only vegans are allowed in heaven?
I guess according to this woman, only vegans are allowed in heaven. That's
so
gonna
according to this woman, like, I would not go to heaven, but Onision would.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty
What
much.
the
Anyone who's a
fuck?
vegan would. All right, let's keep.
Don't like that. I don't like that.
I just love it. I just love it so much. She told a child they were not going to heaven because they were not vegan. Like, that sounds like a very vegan thing to do. You know, it really does. It really does. You're not going to go to heaven unless you're a vegan. You better put down that chimichanga and go back to just having pure chalupas.
There's this guy that we riff on my podcast. His name is Lord of Patriarchy. And he's most famous for this video he did called Telling a Little Girl That Feminism Sucks.
Jesus.
And I'm just like, why aim your arguments? Like, are you so, like, feeble-minded? Are you so, like, poorly adept at being able to put together an argument that you have to fucking argue with kids and refute their points? Are you that fucking stupid?
Probably.
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
seems like it in this case.
Well, it's like Ben Shapiro getting mad at Cartoon Network for doing a whole thing about, like, you know, don't be racist, right? It's like they're indoctrinating children. You know, I mean, racism is a learned trait, by the way. So, fuck off, Ben. All right, this is halfway done. Let's finish this thing up.
All right.
Okay. It's morally prejudicial to espouse your religious beliefs and condemn a stranger's child. She blatantly encouraged a 9-year-old to go behind their parents' back and become a vegan. This could have had life-altering consequences for this child. I mean, like, look, don't get me wrong. Like, telling a kid that they're not going to go to heaven unless they become a vegan is one thing. And I that's funny, but it's terrible. But, like, her encouraging a 9-year-old to, like, you know, not eat the pork chops that mommy provides or whatever the hell it is. Who knows? It could be Tyson chicken nuggets, you know, chicken nuggies from fucking Costco or some shit like that. And then this could have had life-altering consequences.
Jesus fucking Christ. This is look, I agree that what happened here is totally fucked up, but the way that this petition is written is one of the most pretentious ways I've seen something written all fucking year so far. So
it's pretty terrible stuff. It's pretty terrible. I mean, like, look, it's one of those things where it's like, this woman is a Karen and this petition is full of Karens.
Exactly. It's Karen's critiquing another Karen.
That's all it is. It's Karen v. Karen. That's going to be the next Kramer versus Kramer Lifetime movie. Oh, okay. Let's keep going. All right. I don't know if there's anything. Okay. Oh my God. Her name is Katie Karen Diekmeyer.
No, don't say it. Don't say it. Don't. Well, you know what? We're already demonetized. So.
I said Deke. Deke.
Oh, okay.
Because the K and the E are opposite. It's not
like
it's
Deke
not
Entertainment, right?
Yeah. It's not like it's, you know, it's not like it's a water duct. It's not like it's a dike, you know, which is I believe that's something involving a water thing, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, right. So I want to use it in its proper context, not as a pejorative against the LGBT community.
Well, it's still gonna get clipped out of context.
Yeah, at this point everything is. All right, so she's now doubled down on her stance, even claiming that animals suffer just as horrifically as Jewish people did during the Holocaust.
All right, like, I'm tapping out.
Why is that a go-to for
going
fucking
down
everybody?
the Gina route? Yeah,
it's like it's all.
I mean, I'm sorry, it had to be said. That's what's happening right here. Like that's
everything is Godwin's law. Everything.
Anyone who gets censored on social media platforms, that's like being a Jew in the Holocaust. Apparently, like this is just something people accept as the truth now.
Well, no, she's saying instead of saying like her political affiliation is getting her like it's like being like in the Holocaust. She's saying that animals suffer just as horrifically. I mean,
animals do suffer. That is true, but like making that comparison is always a bad move. No matter what.
It's a bad move, right? It's just there's nothing you can really say there.
Yep.
Oh my God.
And it just goes to show too, though, that like I don't know if this person's left wing, but people all across the political fucking spectrum, like they do this type of shit all the time. They're like, I'm being persecuted like the Jews.
Well, that's Godwin's law for you in some way. Yep. All right, she's gonna speak now. Apparently,
you don't understand. How can you say that these animals are treated the way that the Jewish prisoners were? They're not raped. Yes, they are. They're not forced into slavery. Yes, they are. They're not murdered. Yes, they are. They're not put into gas chambers. Yes, they are. If you don't like slavery, you should be against the dairy
People
industry.
gas
You
cows?
should be on my side,
I-
helping me to fight against the dairy
I'm pretty sure
industry.
people
I
don't
mean-
do that.
I don't want to say to be fair, but I mean the only example I can think of would be the methane emissions that come out of pig farms. That's the only example I can think of. I don't think people, I mean, but that is having impact on our ozone layer. You know what I mean? Like the breeding of pigs, like all the flatulence. I correct me if I'm wrong. Someone in the chat probably will. But I remember reading that somewhere. Like that's, but yeah. This is she crazy. She crazy as hell.
You don't say.
Yeah, like you don't say. Where's that meme when you need it? Okay. Watch Dairy is Scary on YouTube. I don't think I will. But I do like almond milk. So there is that. All right. All right, so that was within that's the New York Post and what they're saying about it. Clearly, they've 20. Here's the thing: only 20,000 people signed a petition. Only 20,000 people signed
Most people
a
didn't
petition.
know who the fuck this was before this came up. Probably, I know. Who
Yeah,
this was.
but
Did
only.
you?
But I mean, like I knew about her because I saw a TikTok fly around a while back where like apparently Gordon Ramsay was trolling her.
What?
Gordon Ramsay, Chef Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, he was trolling her. He was trolling her on TikTok because she was like, "Don't eat meat, you're going to go to hell," or whatever the fuck she says. And he's all like, "Oh, really?" And eats a burger and stuff.
That's pretty
So
cool.
that's I mean, I got and then that's kind of been like because Gordon Ramsay gets attacked a lot on Twitter. Okay, so now what she's doing is she is challenging her audience to quote unquote rise up. Oh, great.
Cringe.
I last I checked, the vegan army is probably not going to do well again.
Yeah, who's gonna come to your defense, Onision?
She looks kind of sickly. She looks kind of sickly. If you look at her, she's kind of sickly looking a little bit. Like maybe have a burger, get some protein.
Oh my god. Eat a damn cheeseburger.
Yeah, eat it, swallow it down. All right. Many of you woke up this morning and found that my account has been banned on TikTok, and I know many of you are jumping and joy thinking this is a great victory.
I like how she tweets that out, like knowing that the majority of her followers are probably hate followers who hate her and just wanted to see her flop. That's pretty fucking.
Well, I mean, to be fair, our society very much likes it when people,
take the L. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she goes on to say that she would never stalked anyone or she never forced anyone to be vegan, never got sick or died. No one ever got sick or died.
I don't think that's an accusation that anyone was making. That's just that you told a fucking child that like they wouldn't go to heaven. You know what I mean? Like you're completely tiptoeing around what you actually said that people have a problem with. But whatever. I guess.
I don't know. Oh yeah, Dog Munch says she needs a shot of B12, and then repeats it again. But yeah. I just, vegan phobia. She says vegan phobia is a thing. I don't know how much of that I believe.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I mean, look, don't get me wrong. Vegan mockery is a thing. But the reason why it's a thing is because people who are vegan don't shut up about being vegan. She says her people have left animal body parts on her front steps. Eggs were thrown over her fence. Death threats were uttered. Okay.
I think everyone on the internet has gotten death threats at some point.
Yeah, I have them. I have one here that's handwritten and mailed to my house.
Jesus, fuck.
So
that's kind of dark, but all right.
Yeah, I'm not trying to hey, one upper or nothing like that. Like I understand you're going through a tough time. People being kind of dicks to you on the internet, sure.
Yeah, that always sucks, but it's pretty commonplace.
it's not that uncommon. Groups of people tried to steal her dog Bella. That's fucked up. Don't touch anyone's dog.
Yeah, don't touch anyone's animals.
Now, according to the petition, she used TikTok to make blatantly racist, bigoted, discriminatory statements against anyone who doesn't view her veganism her way and her way alone, and promote multiple films that are dangerous to children, calling her use of the platform morally and ethically repugnant. I mean, I'm not a fan of veganism, but I can think of a lot of other things on fucking TikTok that are more, morally repugnant. or just stupid. Like, did you know the TikTok viral trend going on right now is proving that snow is fake by lighting it on fire? Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I've heard. I mean, I've never heard about that trend, but I've seen people do that in conspiracy videos before. On my channel, we talk about bit shooters a lot. There's a ton of bit shooters who have been doing that lately. Yeah,
God,
just been like
BitChute's insane. That's just fucking insane.
I really like. I like that it exists, even though I hate it because it's like this hive of people that I can just riff on as much as I want. And at least, like, here's the thing: other than like on YouTube, it was like a lot more dog whistling. I feel like on BitChute, they're actually out there more in the open, actually saying what they believe. So it's a lot easier to call out their bullshit and poke the argument, the holes in their arguments when they're in like those echo chambers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, okay. So, just for the sake of time, I'll just bring up this next thing here. Right. Hold on. Actually, oh no, I didn't put it on the right one. Damn it. This is one that I came across today, and I feel bad for this mom, but also like it really does showcase how fucked up like religion is. So these kids were expelled from their Catholic school after the school found out that the mom runs an OnlyFans.
Wow, that's absolutely fucking ridiculous, unfair, and none of their business, but unsurprising. I mean, religion tries to make your personal life its entire fucking, basically, means of making a living, right? Like, that's what people are trying to do, is like, a lot of times, it's the people in charge of these religions are just people who are looking for a quick fucking buck. They don't believe this shit. They just want to capitalize on people who do.
Well, there is a fair amount of that, I believe, but at the same time, what's interesting about this story is that like, so it kind of started off not as like a way to make money, but this is and I don't know how much of this I believe, but it's not a way to make money as it was a way to like put some spice back in her marriage, right? So this is kind of weird. I don't know how to take this. So she says that according to 44-year-old, by the way, she does not look 44 years old. She like does not look. She looks really good.
No, yeah, she does.
She looks very good. According to 44-year-old Crystal Jackson, her foray into OnlyFans began as a way to rekindle the spark in her 14-year marriage, saying she went through menopause early, and I was just like wanting to have that connection with my husband again. So,
you know what's sad? Like, this woman should not have to lay her entire fucking life story out on the internet, like in an article like this, just to like justify her decision as an adult. Like, there's nothing wrong with what she did. It's none of the business of this school or the church. It's none of the business of goddamn anything except for her.
And yeah, no, I completely agree. Yeah. So she and her husband Chris began posting content to OnlyFans. Now, think about that. She started off by just wanting a way to rekindle the spark in her 14-year marriage by posting content to OnlyFans that dudes would whack off to.
Cool.
I mean, fine, cool beans, make that money, pro-capitalist here.
Yeah.
But I still find it a little bit on the weird side, only because she more or less is just like, yeah, that's the only way my husband can get hard, right? Or maybe that's the only way she can get turned on. I have no idea. But it's like, the thing is though, but this is where it gets crazy. Their hot wife content was a hit. When the couple began uploading to OnlyFans a little over a year ago, they made $15,000 in their first month.
Awesome.
Now they're pulling in $150,000 a month.
Seems like a worthwhile use of their time.
Yeah, that's fucking like $1.3 million a year. And her Instagram account has got over 500,000 followers. That's crazy. Now, apparently, it caught wind. Other parents had caught wind of the modeling in their tight-knit community.
Oh no!
Oh, I know.
Started, clutching those pearls.
Yeah, won't someone think of the children? I mean, look, she had menopause. So I mean, I don't know. Like, was the hot wife stuff like? Was it cream pie videos? Like, I could see that being. Those are popular.
Yeah, they are.
I randomly ended up on Pornhub the other day, just looking around, whatever, and like cream pie videos were like all over the front page, and I'm like, I don't watch cream pie videos because that's not my thing. But I'm like, okay, apparently people, they like potentially maybe strawberry milkshakes. Who knows?
Oh god!
All right, I'm just saying people are into some weird.
I didn't need to hear that. Also, what the fuck's happening to this show? We bring it back and like consistently we're talking about weird shit. Is this
Yeah,
just,
because
like,
you know what? This is better than talking about internet drama, okay?
okay, you're right. It's
I
more
will.
entertaining and fun and lighthearted than that.
Yeah, it's more lighthearted. This woman who makes $1.3 million a year on OnlyFans getting booted out of her community, getting a scarlet letter, so to speak.
It's a feel good story compared
It's
to all
a
this other
feel good
shit.
story, right? But this is where the church fucked up, in my opinion. But we'll get to that. So neighbors from the children's school, Sacred Heart Parish, because Catholics only seem to pay attention in these situations, but when young altar boys are being touched, they kind of turn a blind eye. Discovered the account over the summer and have bombarded her with texts and phone calls, calling her disgusting and saying that her children should be kicked out. Jackson also claims to have been booted from her role as room mother in her second graders class due to complaints. Some some of the people were subbed. Some of the parents were subbed.
I want to point out something of pretty bad writing here. Why is complaints like in quotation marks? What is it not actually complaints? What are they implying here? That's just, I don't know, pretty poor fucking writing right there.
Well, yeah, it's Jezebel. What do you expect?
Jezebel. I don't know who that is. One of these
and so
frequent writers.
Jezebel is like the feminist side of Gawker. Well,
Say no more.
Yeah. But they're the ones talking about it. That's how I found out about it. Anyways, so the principal sent a letter to the family saying your apparent quest for high profile controversy in support of your adult website is in direct conflict with what we hope to impart to our students and is directly opposed to the policies laid out in our parent student handbook. We therefore require that you find another school for your children and have no further association with ours. That's pretty fucked up.
Yep, that's pretty fucked up, especially like punishing a child and making them have to deal with all this change in their life just because of something that their fucking parents did. All the other bullshit aside, I think that's pretty fucked up. But there's just so many angles you can come at this and just be like, wow, people approved of this. They looked at this. They said this was okay. And they're like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, people's personal lives, they're my business. Well, I'm sure the people who made this decision, they've got plenty of fucked up shit that they do in their personal lives too. And if it was on blast for everyone to see, I'm sure they wouldn't feel too good about it. They'd probably be kicked out as well.
Oh yeah. Well, at this point, it just shows you that, but the thing is with these guys here. So they're looking for a new school and a new start away from the church that married them and baptized their children.
That's sad, but you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's a wake-up call that this church was never worth their time.
Well, and I think on all things considered, most churches aren't worth the time. But I mean, that's the thing. So I also wanted to bring up her OnlyFans just to give you an idea of the charges. Don't worry, it's safe for work.
Cool.
So, this is Mrs. Poindexter, right?
She's got an ass. That's cool.
And, okay. But look, she's got like, what, I don't even know what these numbers, but she's verified. There we go. So obviously she does shots in like, lingerie right there. She does photo shoots in what appears to be a department store of some kind.
Yep. She got booby.
And you can get a top tier subscription for $15 a month.
$15 a month? What the fuck?
What do you get for 15?
I can get a World of Warcraft subscription for that much.
This is what I don't like though about yeah, you can. You want to fucking raid. I don't even know World of Warcraft, but this is what I don't understand. What are you paying for? What are you paying $15 a month for? Like, cause it's all blocked out. Like there's no nudes. I guess, man. Maybe like they just want some mommy milkers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, which is understandable. We have a super chat, by the way.
Oh God. Shrek his daddy says step bro / sis is where it's at, Matt. Yeah, well, that's your kink, man. That ain't what I'm into. But again, that's all over the front page of fucking Pornhub as well. Like my, brother like ate my cream pie or some shit like that. It's just like, why is it that all
sounds like a B movie?
It does sound like, it sounds like a really terrible movie is what it boils down to. But this is a big thing right now. That's again, it's all over. So these stories come out quite often. There's that pastor, the woman pastor who started an OnlyFans. Makes like $1 million a year, mother of 3, like nuts. Left being a pastor, went out there to go do it. You can it's like that was a thing. These stories are funny to me because like they're really not like it's not a big deal. If the people are making $1.3 million a year, what I wanted to make on that, the point I wanted to make was, they were avid churchgoers, which means that they partake in tithing, so you're going to be giving gross, not net, 10%. So
Jesus.
every year they would give 130,000 technically, they would technically give 130,000 to the church. The church would make a lot of money off of just, not saying shit. Is this woman hurting anybody? No. Are parents jealous? Absolutely. Some husband bought a subscription. Some husband was like, got caught whacking it to her.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, is that Sarah? What are you doing masturbating to Sarah, Paul? Don't check the credit card, sort of thing. It's just, like, because if word got around, that means if word got around and there was controversy, that's a big fucking thing. That's a big fucking thing.
Yeah, someone had malintent here.
Yeah, let's see. Shrek's daddy is saying pure taboo is where it's at. Oh God, that shit's terrible, dude. All right.
We're gonna get canceled.
Well, everyone's gonna get canceled for one thing or another. I don't think it's really gonna be that big of a deal for this one right here. So, yeah, they could retire in a couple years. They could retire. You go for 3 years. Right? You make a couple million, you invest it wisely, and then you retire. Like, this is what sucks about people like you and me that aren't hot women.
Hey,
I don't know what you identify as. I haven't asked recently.
I don't know. Watch my video on it. That's all I can say.
All right. I see Tony was back there, but he stepped away from the computer for a second. So the link is open. There he is. There's Tony. All right, Tony.
Hey,
what's going on, man? Thanks. Keep you waiting. Or thank you to I don't know. Fuck off. It's tired. I'm tired, but thank you for waiting.
It is what it fucking is, man. Like, yeah. I just wanted to get in that conversation because I was like, what the fuck, man? Seriously? There's a lot of shit I was like, seriously? Wow. Didn't know that stuff.
Doc Munch says Ray Liotta.
I don't ever see it. Do you guys do you see
I see it? Yeah, I see it a little bit. Yeah. I can see, like, it's not like rosacea Ray Liotta, totally fucked up Ray Liotta, but you got a bit of that Ray Liotta vibe. Like, if you could probably find like some MILF out there that's got like it's like a huge Goodfellas fan. and just be all like, hey, you want to go do a little bit of cocaine and talk about Martin Scorsese for a while? Could work out pretty well. Do you want me to do
the laugh? I can do the laugh.
Yeah. Oh, I knew you cosplayed as Ray Liotta.
Sorry.
See, even Shrek's daddy here says, "Holy shit, it's discount Ray Liotta."
So Dog Munch said it too. Ray Liotta.
I have better skin, motherfucker. No.
Well, you are Canadian, so you don't actually see the sunlight. That is true.
True. Yeah.
So
I'm going golfing on Sunday, so there's no snow here. I'm gonna golf on Sunday.
Wow, that's intense.
I'm ready for winter to finally be over. Fuck that shit.
We don't have winter here. I have palm trees in my front yard because we have the Pacific Ocean next to us, so it never gets cold enough.
Damn, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, nice, I live in Canada. People can make fun of us all they want, but yes, I am like Portland. I am like Seattle. It does rain a lot, but we don't get a lot of snow, man.
I assume you're like over in BC.
Yeah, I'm in Vancouver.
Cool, awesome. Yeah. Seems like a nice place to live.
It's not bad.
Well, can I ask you a question then about being a Canadian?
Yeah.
Now I know that your dollar is worth like 77 cents of our dollar. Is that correct?
It might even be less right now.
Wow.
Maybe so like 70 cents. I don't know.
Okay. See, so now's the time where like I've got to move to Canada and then still make my money through Google, which is an American company. And then I would make 30% extra every month.
Well,
and then there's taxes.
Yes and no. Because I also trade stocks on the New York Stock Exchange, and I pay Canadian dollars to American dollars. It doesn't change if you cross the border.
Okay. Well,
yeah. If you want to come visit, your money's worth more, and you want to spend a little in the community, let's go. Wear your mask and maybe don't cross my border. But whatever, it is what it is.
I don't think we're allowed to travel to Canada right now.
No, nobody's allowed unless you lie, because there's lots of people that come over. I see Washington's state fucking license plates all the time here in Vancouver.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do.
Well, then I got to figure out a way to get over that border, and then just like hang out in Canada. And
you're
and
on
then
the West Coast, right?
Yeah, I'm just outside of Seattle, so it's not so bad.
Yeah, so come on up, man. Like, just tell them that like you got to come visit me or whatever it is, man. I got a couch.
I actually have never been to British Columbia myself. I've
Really?
been to Victoria is a few times.
I have not been to Victoria.
Victoria is very pretty. It's very pretty. I would love to spend more time there. I mean, I can take a couple ferries.
Hey, you take as many dudes as you want with you, all right? It is your thing.
Well, not I don't know what that scene is like in Canada, man.
I'm kidding. That's a joke.
Shrek is daddy here says, build that wall and make Trudeau pay for it.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. When Cascadia is a thing, you'll be able to visit each other really easy.
I was talking to an ex-NHL player last night. We were joking about that wall, that we should actually build a wall, and it should just be like that kind of up to here chain link fence, and we're going to make America pay. And when they get the bill, it's like less than 4 digits. It's like $878 for the whole thing.
Awesome.
And then it's like a comedy thing. You see one guy trying to get over the thing, and then he's like, hey, back on your side, buddy.
Yep, goes to show.
And you make it like full Canadian. I think it would be hilarious.
Yeah, hey, goes to show. Some Southerner would see that and be like, see, it's true. Borders are effective.
We just put up a chain link about, 4.5 foot high. We're good.
That's all they needed. So, yeah, if Canada can do it, so can we.
It's kind of like it's the honor system here in Canada. Hey, we got a fence. You climb, but
that's the thing
don't fuck
I love
around.
about Canada and America is the whole notion that it's the world's largest unprotected border.
It's true.
So it's like, all right, you can just kind of walk across at any point in time.
Where I grew up in Northern Ontario, literally all I had to do go around the little bend in the river, and I could just like park my boat on the American side of Michigan. Nobody would ever know.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
It's not like we sounded any different than each other. We didn't look any different. So how would they know I was Canadian? Ooh, I parked my boat on the other side. Had to walk through a little bit of bush, and I'm on the I-95 or the I-75 actually. But there we are.
Don't announce that too loudly. You never know who's listening. I'm gonna have the FBI knock on my door. Like, what do you know about this Canadian coming over to the United States? Like, fuck if I know, dude. All I know is that this guy simply said, "I hate cock, but I love the smell."
Oh Jesus!
So that joke.
Wait for the shirt.
The other night we were on a live stream, and he posted in the chat, I hate cock, but I love the smell," and he meant to say cocaine. I hate cocaine, but I love the smell.
I hate coke, but I love the smell.
Yeah, but his phone auto corrected to cock.
And accidentally told the truth. Huh.
Yeah. And so, but StreamYard logged the comment, even though he deleted it in the main chat. Yeah.
I erased it right away on YouTube, like that quick. I was like, what the fuck did I just write? And I erased it. And then you were like, what did he write?
Yeah, I caught it real quick.
God damn it, dude.
I'm like, what the fuck is... Wait, what? What the hell did he say here?
I'm getting a T-shirt out of the deal either way. So
let me see if I can still find that image. I don't know.
Did you save that image?
I might. Yeah, no, I did save it. Actually, it is right here. Let me.
It's a little weak, but it was his first attempt.
I did this in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. It made me like stay on hold for a second. It was like,
yeah, it's like, hold on, let me go and do this fucking thing real quick,
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me try get it to download. All right. But yeah, it was pretty funny. It was pretty stupid. Let's see. G Smiggle here says, "Hey man, I'm from just out of Detroit. I'm a tell on you."
Why does your hat have a boner? That's a question I've got.
I'm sorry?
No, that guy GS Smiggle, his hat's got a boner. I don't know how else to put it.
Wow.
Got a boner.
And maybe he's just happy to be here. I don't know.
Hey, at
Hey,
least someone is.
if it's in his hand and he's not showing it to us, I'm okay with it.
So here's the very quick image I made.
Talk.
So like I just while we were talking, I went and made that very quickly. It's very stupid, but that's for Tony right there.
Nice.
Yeah, when you mistype something and it autocorrects, and then all of a sudden you look at it and you're like, "What the fuck was that?" I will never live that down, and I will now have a T-shirt made for me like that.
Nice.
Yeah, I might even make my own and do the CAULK. I hate cock, but I love the smell of it.
Hey, you gotta own it. Make it part of your legacy. You know, it's part of the community now. It's part of Boulder Talk history. Until Matt decides to enlist it eventually. I'm just
That's
kidding.
true.
You know what? Hey man, listen. Anything could happen.
Anything could happen here on
Anything
Boulder
could
Talk
happen.
Radio. You could wake up tomorrow and the entire show could be gone. Who knows?
You
I don't
never
even
know.
why
You
I
never
don't
know.
have- Why am I even showing my real face with you two? I have no idea. Like
I
you
don't
two are
know.
Both in your underwear stroking off. I don't even know.
No, I'm fully dressed, sir.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
I don't want to know what he's up to, but I can confirm that I'm fully dressed because I am a man.
Okay.
What?
I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know.
I'm a man.
I'm a man. I'm
I
a
haven't seen
man.
you without
This
a
is
shirt on or
America.
anything, so I
I don't.
assume
Yeah.
you're-
No, it's fucking winter in Washington. Why the hell would I go not wearing clothes?
Yeah.
That's kind of.
Sus. Yeah.
I'm a man.
It's like
I like
10
meat.
degrees.
Basically what Gordon Ramsay did to that vegan chick.
Yeah, Cylon here makes a good point. I'm so suspicious how it autocorrected to cock.
Cylon, I already told you. Jesus Christ, stop asking.
Well,
is-
now I don't know now, so I need the answer.
I don't know. Cock is a word I use a lot on my phone. It's
But why?
It's a square. That and cunt I like to use.
You're
And
always
I'm
calling people
amazed-
cocks. That's fair
I'm
enough.
amazed
Yeah, okay.
that it didn't autocorrect to cunt. That would have been way funnier, but yeah.
Well, you are what you eat, right?
That's what they say. But
Yeah.
I lived in Banff for a long time. There are lots of Australians there, so cunt and cock kind of became like second nature.
Just like the human species.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
Rub up
guys?
against one another, and away you go.
I was sent something today that was utterly god awful, and I want to share it with you guys because it's that bad.
like, hey, does this smell bad? Taste this.
No, it's not so much
All
that.
right.
There's a streamer. His name is Chagget. And he put out a music video, and this thing is bad, and I mean this in like the absolute worst possible way. And I had to suffer through this today, and I want you guys to suffer through it as well.
Because this is Dylon.
No, maybe Dylon. I'm not too sure. Oh, Dylon. Yeah, from Chappelle Show. He's trying to be funny in this. He's not funny, but I want you guys to listen because, and then if it gets so bad, you need to tell me to turn it off. I'll turn it off. But just listen.
Turn it off.
No, girl code is on.
We don't need to watch more Girl Code.
I need to see if I can wear UGG boots after Labor Day.
106 and Rich Homie Quan's gonna be on there today.
Will you stop acting black? You were not black.
Oh, alright. Girl, I'm done with you.
Where do you think you're going?
Finna go date me some black girls.
Oh, you think you can get some black girls with that swag?
It's your boy Dylon.
Yeah, right?
No, I ain't got no type.
This is a
But
real
really
video.
I do, though.
This is a real
Let's
video.
get it.
I'm
It's a
meant to
real
take
video.
this seriously.
I don't got no type. Nah. Black is the only thing that I like. I don't like 'em white.
Play it all. Let's go.
Starbucks with the Uggs, I can't be about that life. Don't care dark or light. Nah. But if they ain't black, then I'm yelling, take a hike. Go on, girl. Usually I'm right.
That's racist.
I'm usually right though. Cause white girls' favorite thing to do is go on hikes. Color coordinated outfits, weaves and hair extensions. No time for Janet and Caitlin's asking you if they can touch it.
Cut your hair.
Girls with fresh kicks, and girls who use kick. Girls who don't like camping, and
Who the
know
fuck
who K
uses
Michelle
Kick?
is. Girls who don't shut the TV off when I'm trying to watch 106 in Park. I need a all-black mall full of Toya, I'ma spend it all. If a name Jasmine, then I'm a call. If a name Monique, then I'm a ball. Mary, Mary on the wall. Where's the blackest neighborhood of all? I don't got no type. Team dark skin.
This guy's legit, and he's
Black
not trying to be.
is the only thing.
This guy is not all the way there mentally, I think.
Imagine
He's
bleeping
like,
out the word
This
bitches.
is not a comedy thing.
This is so as far as I know, Baked Alaska like produced it, I think, and potentially directed it. I'm not too sure is what I heard
Baked.
today.
So this got to be like funny.
It's meant to be funny,
It's
But-
funny.
it's terrible.
Oh yeah, but that's what's funny. It's like the stuff that they did. Like, I'm on a boat, motherfucker. Like
No,
was a-
that there was talent behind I'm on a boat.
Yeah, and here's
Of
the thing.
course there was, but this is like this dude trying to do that shit.
I'll even find this entertaining in an ironic sense. I feel as if I'm watching this and my talent's being drained slowly from me. What little I had left.
I agree. It is horrible, but that's why I was like thoroughly enjoying it. I'm like, this is horrible. Horrible, horrible.
This is the thing, man. Like, you know, when you hang out over at the lounge with Enosh, you're not going to see this kind of crazy shit.
No, I don't. Enosh doesn't allow this shit on the show.
No, and that's fine because that's what this
Maybe
whole
now
thing.
that his God has forsaken him, like I said the other night, and I noticed that you did laugh and he didn't respond when I said that. And I said burn his church to the ground, which I thought was hilarious too. But yeah.
He's a friend of ours. He's a friend of ours who's a pastor, and yeah,
He got fired from his church for a bullshit reason. And I said, yeah, your God didn't like you, I guess, or something. And I was like, let's burn that fucking place to the ground.
well, yes, hyperbolically, he says it. Hyperbolically. Okay, so here's something that I came across today. Get your guys' take on this one. This woman's currently under fire right now. This woman's name is Marlies Vandermeer. Merway.
Did she shoot this thing?
She killed a 17-year-old giraffe on a hunting expedition that cost $2,000.
Can I ask you a question about this, though? Honestly,
Yeah.
like, I know we're all going to be outraged about this and shit like this, but how long does a giraffe live?
Let me look it up.
Is it like 18 years or is it like 17 and a half years? And this chick like paid
26 years.
Put this thing down. And now, was it sickly? Like,
No,
honestly,
it was a
giraffe.
Okay.
giraffe.
Then
it was an
she's
older-
a bitch. I don't think you should kill a giraffe. Like, what the? You gonna eat it?
Can
Yeah,
you do me a favor, Matt? Can you check on the giraffes? I think they're at least vulnerable on the scale of
Probably.
conservation.
I bet you they are. And that's bullshit. Then, like,
Well, her husband
How old
Gerhard.
I hunt, but I
Gerhard.
eat everything I hunt.
No, but her husband's name is Gerhard.
Okay,
You
yeah,
know,
that's not cool.
She's
either.
like, she goes, our plans changed quickly.
Can I see your papers, sir?
Kind of, yeah. Well, because she says here, because she's like, my wonderful husband Gerhard knew this was my dream. I was like a
wonderful
child for
husband,
2 weeks,
Gerhard.
counting the days.
Jesus
And then,
Christ.
but the image here is quite frank. I think she's got a suppressor on this fucking gun, dude.
And she took down a giraffe. Who the hell wants to kill? What has a giraffe done to anybody?
Look, I mean, look at that.
People just want to feel like superior to an animal. That's what it boils down
I'm pretty,
to.
I'm pretty sure that's a suppressor on the gun, right? On the rifle.
And by the way,
I'm
I looked
pretty
it up.
sure that is.
They are vulnerable, which means you shouldn't be going around fucking killing any animal that's in that fucking
Oh no,
conservation status.
she says that she has no love, no respect for animal rights activists, which clearly,
Well, fuck
clear,
her. Yeah,
clear-
clearly she doesn't, because like that animal's body's not going to be put to any use or anything like that.
No.
It's not like anything's going to be done with it. I could at least accept it if something was done with this animal. You know what I mean?
He's
If all
gonna
the
eat
parts
it.
of it were used, or at least some of it was used to, some
well,
use.
so here's her justification, and you hear this a lot, right? So she runs a citrus farm, and she says that her work, or that her kill, created work for 11 people that day, a lot of meat for the locals, adding that the old giraffe's death would mean a new bull could take over and provide new, strong genetics for the herd.
So it's basically giraffe eugenics?
Yes, yes. Basically, she's arguing for giraffe eugenics. Yes, while hunting them with a suppressor. While hunting. I mean, and then, let's see here. Let me get this.
We got a super chat from Hondo.
Oh, hold on. Oh, great. This is what she looks like. She kind of has that, if she had blue eyes, I could really,
She also looks like she's the kind of girl that's going to get fat at 40. Like fat. So
I don't
worry about
Oh,
it.
Jesus Christ.
I can't
about
really
that.
speak to that, to be honest with you, but in the original image I brought up, there's the shot of her in the top left up here. She's holding his heart.
That's garbage. Take a bite out of it if you're so
Yeah.
proud.
Take a bite out of it and feel this.
Hey, if you're
this is
that
the only
fucking
dig.
proud, take a bite out of it on fucking camera. Let's go.
Kalima.
I have a lot less empathy for people who have no empathy for animals, so the only jab I'll make at this woman's physical appearance is that she looks like a goddamn giraffe.
Hold on, let me go back.
I wasn't making
I don't know. Her neck's not that long.
Yeah, it would be funny if it was longer, but I mean, she's got the fucking same fucking colors as giraffe, so that's clear. That's close enough.
Oh, I wasn't making a jab at her appearance. I just figure she's gonna get fat eventually. That's all.
I mean, how's that not a jab at her appearance, though? It's like, yeah, I think she'll be a fat bitch eventually, but no jab at her appearance. Or
like
We're all fat bitches eventually. It's not like I'm lying about it.
yeah, that's true.
so, but she says here, but hold on, and then it goes. She has a quote here that I swear to God is a bit on the racist spectrum, where she says, "I'd waited years for my own perfect bull. The older a bull gets, or the older the older a bull gets, the darker he gets."
You know
I
what
love
I'm thinking
this.
of
Hold
right
on,
now, right?
I'm not done yet. I know what you're thinking. I'm not done. I love the skin and the fact it's such an iconic animal for Africa.
Oh my god.
Like, what?
No, everything in that sentence can apply to something completely different.
She's like, I'm all for eugenics and and killing these animals. And then she's hunting with
These people learn from the previous person. Like that dentist now, like his life is shattered. Have none of these people learned a single lesson? Like, hey, I can do this, but shut the fuck up. You go shoot a giraffe, go ahead. Do what you gotta do. Don't fucking read about it. Have its heart. What the fuck?
it's like when the one lion a couple years ago got taken out by that dentist from Missouri or whatever.
Yeah.
Or Minnesota. Like that. Yeah, that they lured him off of the off of the preserve, and then and then they use like sedatives or something to like slow him down. It wasn't a clean kill. It was terrible. But Hondo here says here $5. Thank you, Hondo. Chag, meaning Chagat, the last guy in the video, is a legit Aspie. His father wrote a book on raising him and dealing with kids on the spectrum. Oh, okay. Now that video makes a bit more sense because he was being played to be.
I didn't know anything about that.
Yeah,
I really
can't stand this lady.
Well, yeah, okay, I'll take her off the screen. But I just wanted to talk about that because I thought that was kind of an interesting story.
It was, especially if you take in the worst context possible, which is like, I don't know, I feel like this lady's got some unrepentant issues that she might need to get out sexually on a certain type of person.
Yeah. I just find it to be so crazy that she is like, I like eugenics. Eugenics makes me hard. And
I'm going to shoot this animal that's in
I want to hunt down older blacker giraffes.
Yeah, here's the thing. Survival of the fittest usually doesn't involve people going in and just shooting something. If that giraffe was gonna die because it was weak, it would have died.
It's true.
Right?
She's like,
not like they were like, "Hey."
but a new bull can come on in, you guys. But a new bull can.
Yeah, well, I mean, that could happen to any fucking animal. Like, most animals could theoretically be replaced, but when it's vulnerable, the point is we have a limited amount of them. We need to keep around as many as we can, and giraffes are one of those animals. Like, and that's the thing, too. It's like, why would you end the life of, frankly, like, such an interesting creature? Like, giraffes are pretty fucking crazy when you think about it. Like, you look at them, and they're pretty fucking nuts.
And
It's
like,
a horse with a long-ass neck.
Who do they hate? Who do giraffes hate? What do you think of a giraffe? Do you think, what's that shit gonna eat?
They're herbivores.
Oh, it's a rabbit. They fucking hate rabbits.
They're herbivores. All they do is eat fruits and vegetation. Like, they don't go around and kill. They don't kill farm animals. They don't. The worst thing that they could possibly do is eat your oranges. And if this is just because that's what happened to this lady, then fuck her.
Yeah. What?
Well,
is
she believes that if giraffes if you ban hunting, then the animals become worthless because their value is gone. Right?
Well,
she says here
she has no value if she's
clearly. She goes, if hunting is banned, animals will become worthless and will disappear. Hunting has helped bring back a lot of species from the brink of extinction. The only people protecting these animals are trophy hunters. Okay, that's a bit of a stretch.
Okay, I'm gonna say I hunt. Okay, deer. I've hunted for moose. I've also hunted for partridge, rabbit, quail, those kind of things. I eat every single thing I shoot or snare. Every single thing. Like, I'm not doing this just for the recreational value of it. I am doing it because I want to eat that animal as well. Like,
but this lady's shooting it and being like, "Oh, someone else will do something with the body." It's like, you don't know that. Do something with it yourself.
Exactly. She paid $2,000
just for the privilege of shooting an animal, probably in like some captive space.
That's sadistic. Wasting that much money just to shoot an animal, just to end something's life that did nothing to you, and just to pick one out of nowhere for no reason and just be like, "Yep, this is the one. I'm just gonna kill it."
That's probably bad. Probably a captive space too. Like, you've seen those Jurassic Park movies and shit like that. It's like, hey, I'm gonna shoot this. Whatever. It's like you put them in the captive space and you're like, hey, I got to shoot a T-Rex.
There's no honor in this. It's not like she used a fucking bow and arrow. She used a fucking gun, and she shot a fucking herbivore. It's not like she even fucking shot a predator. Yeah. So there's no glory in this. You just seem like an asshole, and
it's like hunting and killing a brontosaurus, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why would you do it? The fuck, man? Like, fuck, what the fuck did this thing do to you?
It wouldn't do anything to you. That's the fucking thing. They don't fuck with you.
She just wanted to.
And you don't eat it. You know
what
I mean?
Well, she says that like the meat went to the locals. You know what I mean? Like,
which locals? And what they do with it? You know,
who the fuck eats giraffes?
I don't know. People in Africa, maybe. Like, that's the whole. But that's kind of the whole point, though. Is she's saying, like, more or less, she's going like, because that's what a lot of these people say is they the trophy hunters, all they want is the trophy of the kill, right? That's all they want is a trophy of the kill. So she got his heart. She probably got his head mounted on a wall somewhere because that's probably the only way she can come. And so then, it ends up being this like factor where, like, the local villagers, they chop up the body, they get the meat. That is one of the things that, like, part of the local cottage industry of trophy hunting, that is something that happens. So, and then the people go out there, they flaunt the kill, and people get really upset at the flaunting of the kill, but then it does benefit people who do live locally, I guess. I mean, that's the argument.
You know what? It's such a morbid way to think about it, but I honestly agree with you. Like, it's helping those people, honestly. It really is. And maybe at the end of the day, when they were like, this is a 17-year-old bull, and there's another one that's coming up, but he just not there yet. We're going to kill this one off. And
I will still say, though, like, blowing a fucking hole in it, like, generally when people try to hunt animals, they try and do it in a way that's like a little, they try and use a gun that's a little less, splatter shit around. I don't know if that's what was done here, but I feel like she didn't give a shit about that.
No, probably not.
probably.
Yeah, I mean, she just clearly doesn't give a shit. But hey, what's going on, Kira? How you doing, man?
What's
I'm
up,
doing
Chips?
well, guys. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with our guest over here. Who's this?
This is Tony. He's a drunk Canadian.
Oh, Tony, dude, I was thinking you were like a young Ray Liotta without the pock marks.
Oh wow, Ray
thank you.
Liotta.
Yeah, see, I do have better skin. I've always said that.
Yeah, so I mean, hey man, it's nice to meet you. Not
You as
trying
well.
to, be offensive or anything like
No,
that.
I'm the only one with like actually showing my. Come on, Jarbo, show me what you're wearing right now, buddy.
No, I'm wearing it. No, because
come on.
I'm the host of the stream, and I like the avatar that I'm using and the host of the stream.
and I gotta figure out a good avatar for myself then.
It's a good
This
avatar.
is a weird-
I will say this though, like with what happened to me a couple of years ago with everything with the flagging, this image is still the best goddamn thing that came out of it. I swear to God. Because
it is pretty good.
Because I'm
It
sorry,
is good.
I still love the fact that this is on a t-shirt. And,
Right.
and I
Yeah.
have
Rip
Is that your
Santa.
yeah, like this is an actual printed shirt. The guy has it. And I was sent another shirt that I have. It's from another friend of mine who actually
The
put it.
Uniboulder.
The Uniboulder, and I've worn it around, and like people haven't recognized, like they haven't looked. Well, I've also worn it with wearing a mask, so they're gonna like, oh, what the fuck is this thing? It's just a crazy ass shirt. But yeah, I really like artwork that's even bad artwork that's made about me. Like one of the things is, Tony, you don't know a lot about my history, which is probably for the best. But like one of the things, the first memes I was kind of known for was turn off that pesky ad block.
Oh god, I haven't heard that in a long time. I was hoping to keep
Turn
it
off
that.
that pesky ad block.
Go.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's Big Man Tyrone. He is a 5-star. Someone paid someone I know paid him like $60 to have him just do all of these kind of internet slogans.
Really?
And so we had him do turn off that pesky ad block, and he gave, so I was given that, which is pretty
Yeah,
cool.
he also did like Ethan, look at your gun.
Oh yeah.
So that was funny.
Ethan, I am your father.
Right.
Look at your
I love this. I love everything about this.
He's great. He's
That's why
great.
I wanted to be on this channel, because Jarbo, you make me laugh, and you and I have the same sensibility and humor, and I like to swear, so it's great.
Yeah, that's where it's like because on the movie side of things, like it's a little bit more calmer, I think. And then you
Yeah.
come over here and I'm just all like, fucking cunt shit.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
I want to be like punch it too.
What's just funny is, it's like Enosh has called in before on this show. Like I know like Nicotine and Enosh, they tune in occasionally to like listen, and I'm all I find it to be pretty funny.
Definitely demonetized Enosh more than once. Guaranteed.
Oh yeah. Enosh is just a friend of ours. So let me so I do have to start kind of winding this thing down because I have a sick cat I got to get to, but there was one thing I'm doing more research on this right now, but I really wanted to share this with you guys. I came across this from 2009. This is called the Diamond Mag, and it was actually a printed Harvard porn mag that hit virtual newsstands and then did have 2 physical copies that came out.
Girls of Harvard or no?
Well, there's a girl of this girl, I believe, is in the second issue. The first issue is of the guy, like the guy who created it. Like it's him, and it's like it's him in the nude, and like that was how he was selling it. Like, hey, I'm a Harvard guy with it, check me out. But the fact that someone at Harvard, while they were attending Harvard, created a Harvard nudie mag. I want to learn the whole story. So I'm in the process of trying to reach out to this guy. Who created it?
What was the year? 1970?
No, 2009.
This happened in 2009.
This happened in 2009.
See, my curiosity
This
is
is on the internet. Then this is going to be on the internet.
They say newsstands, so I mean,
well, it's virtual newsstands. Virtual newsstands.
Virtual newsstands.
Yeah.
But like, is there more than one of these? Like, where else can you find this kind of material?
It's going to be on the internet.
Like, you can't get this from Newsweek.
No, I mean, it was, well, the thing is, like the website that talked about it was the Harvard Crimson, which is Harvard's magazine or Harvard's newspaper. So it's very insulated.
Kind of like a Mark Zuckerberg kind of.
Kind of. I mean, it's
situation.
like I think the guy, because 2009 Facebook was kind of doing its big thing, coming out of Harvard. And that was when it was really first blowing up on college campuses across the country. So this guy was like, wait a minute, if Zuckerberg is going to make all this money by doing a social networking thing, why don't I do a Harvard nudie mag? you know, probably thinking that like he could go, you know, this guy could get like highly, well, you know, it'd be like, you know, Ivy League nudies, right? Ivy League titties and stuff like that. Like, or Ivy League
So he's
dongs.
trying to do like, yeah, okay, I see.
Well, I think this guy was trying to do like, it was a co-ed magazine. It would have nude men and nude women, from my understanding. And so like, I think he was trying to like tap into that market, but like that kind of bohemian shit maybe now would have a better place because of where we are in our society. But
you know what I think it is too? Like internet was right there too. Like maybe he didn't want to do the internet thing, but it was right there. So he was like, he made his choice and went like full on digital, like not digital copy. He was like, here we go. I'm going to put it on paper. But the internet was right there and he just missed the boat.
Well, right. Yeah. Before OnlyFans became a thing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's, you know, also the Me Too movement. So I'm kind of curious.
Well, the Me Too movement was many years away, but I do feel like if this guy would have continued down that pathway, it's entirely probable.
But this is like 2009 or
2009,
something?
yeah. So
Right.
8 years later, I'm pretty certain that he would have been like, somebody would have come out and been like, yeah, this guy, you know, like he was inappropriate with me or something like that. Because there's been a lot of those, you know, anytime there's someone you see on Twitter that's like a crazy over the top, like male feminist type character, you just, all it is just like, okay, wait. And eventually you're going to find out that they've probably committed sexual assault.
Right. That it goes,
There you go.
yeah, it goes back and forth.
Always. Like there was a guy who was like, you know, total anti-Gamergate, total pro male feminist. And then you found out that he was masquerading as a porn producer in order to meet women and then lie to them saying they have to come to an audition and that he would have sex with them because he would be like the star. He would be like the guy. He would be the
Casting
whatever,
couch.
the stunt cock, right?
Right.
The stunt cock.
Yeah.
Oh God, I forgot you're fucking young, dude. You need to watch Orgasmo by the
Oh yes.
you
Yes,
need to watch
do.
Orgasmo.
You need to watch Orgasmo.
It's Trey Parker and Matt Stone. It's their second movie.
Oh, okay.
It's
very
very
good.
good.
After basketball.
It is. Yeah, it was no. It was made before Basketball.
Was it
but
made before basketball?
Yes, it was. It was really because there was Cannibal the musical, then it was
That's
Orgasmo.
true.
Then Basketball was their first like studio release because that was the summer of '98,
And then
when-
South Park, bigger, longer, uncut.
and that was the summer of '99.
Yeah.
And then the next one they did was Team America World Police in October 2004.
Love
And I
that
love Team
one.
America.
Gurka.
But Orgasmo was released straight to home video, and it was NC-17. I had to go to like a special, like not a specialty shop, but like a mom and pop shop that had like the porn rooms in the back. You know, I had to like specially request it from like the owner of the shop. I'm like, can you rent
Orgasmo?
See, yeah, and it's not even graphic. It's just about
No, it's not. It's bad.
It's like a Mormon guy who turns into
it's
a porn star.
Well, it's a Mormon missionary in Los Angeles who ends
Where's
up
that
going.
silver suit.
What?
Was it there like a silver suit or something? In
Well,
that?
there was like Jizzmaster Zero,
Okay,
who was like one of the villains of the movie. But he ends
Jizzmaster
up going to like a porn producer, this guy named Max Orbison. And Max Orbison is making a superhero porn movie called Orgasmo. And the actor can't fight. But Trey Parker's character can fight. And so they end up they cast him in the movie and he's like, all right, well, I need money to get married. So I'll be in your movie, but I'm not going to, I'm not going to fuck anyone. And that's where the whole stunt cock thing comes from. And even at one point in time when they're doing the sequel, they're all like, stunt cock. And like this black guy comes in and then they're like, hey, how's it going? You know, and he like goes into the scene and like no one questions it.
Right. It's just so over the top and ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's what makes it funny.
It's
That's
so
amazing.
great. It's so great. It's such a good movie.
Dog!
Yeah, and then you've got like, you know, Chota Boy, right? And then, you know, like, oh God, Ron Jeremy as Jizzmaster Zero, and before all his he's gonna go away for like 170 years, I think.
And like Matt Stone's in it, and he's
Yeah.
like, I'm not gay or nothing.
I don't want to sound like a queer or nothing, but I think unicorns kick ass.
Yeah.
Right. But then the name of the, like, they did the soundtrack for it too, because Trey Parker and Matt Stone have a band They have a band, and the band is called DVDA.
Seriously?
Yeah,
DVDA.
yeah, double vaginal, double anal. That was a joke in early seasons of South Park, but like their band is called DVDA. And so they do the opening song for the movie is called "Now You're a Man." Now you're a man, you know.
Yeah, it's
You're a man. You're a man.
Like
Is that
now
the
you're
one?
a man, manny,
Yeah,
manny,
you're a
man.
man. You're a
Oh, I've heard
man.
that before. I've heard that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
No,
great,
I know.
dude. It's a fucking fantastic. It's a fantastic movie. I've seen that movie. Like even I have when they released it on DVD in 10 years later, like in 2009. Kevin Smith even did an audio commentary track on the DVD.
You did?
Really?
No, I did. Yeah. I have the DVD. I have the. I know I didn't. I have the DVD of it, and it's such a fucking funny movie, dude. Like it's one of my favorite comedies because like it's got a whole bunch of porn stars in it, but they're just like, and they're playing themselves, but you don't actually see any of them naked. And the movie's NC-17.
Yeah, but it's nothing really graphic. It's just
I think the most you see is like a
adult
mesh
material.
bra, like it's like a mesh bra, and like every time they're gonna do a straight on shot of a nude woman, someone's ass gets in the way. Generally, a male ass.
Well, and the one thing
Wow.
about that was the that fat woman. That
Oh god,
Trey,
you're
Trey
gonna make
Parker.
me come, or I'm gonna kick your ass.
Yeah, that Trey Parker
What the
overdub.
fuck?
I'm gonna come. It's
That's
like
gonna-
total,
this is gonna get taken out of context.
it's
I don't know. It's just funny.
And you just keep doing the fucking noise, Matt.
hold on. Let me see if I can find it. But I love Hondo here. Gen Xers talking to a Zoomer. That actually makes a fair amount of sense. Let's see if I can find the scene. Oh, okay. Here we go. They might have actually censored this a little bit. But her name is T-Rex. That's what it was.
Yeah, it's
Her name is
T-Rex.
T-Rex. All right, let's see. I'll bring it up here for Animancer who hasn't seen this shit. Dude, this is the shit we watched back in the fucking day, man. This is this is the movie we quoted as much as we quoted "Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood."
I don't know what that is either, but
Oh my god. Oh my, it's fucking total hysterical shit. All right. So this is just, it's quick.
T-Rex.
all right.
Alright, fellas, I'm ready to fudge.
Oh my gosh.
You want me on top?
No, I'll be on top.
You're gonna make me come, or I'm gonna kick your butt. Come on now. Oh, baby. Oh, you make me so hot now. Come on. Oh, you make me so hot. Oh, come on.
Cartman.
Fudge midnight. Fudge midnight. Come on.
Oh, it's so Cartman. Oh, thank you.
I bet someone's
So
jerked off to
Cartman.
that scene before.
Oh my god.
Oh,
This scene
God.
is so fucking funny. You're gonna make me come, or I'm gonna kick your butt.
You come on! You're gonna do it! You're gonna make me come!
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
This is the kind of shit, dude, that we got back in the 90s. You know, this was like early South Park style
what?
humor.
This is
Right,
the shit
when
I
this is
can't do on
acceptable.
Poindexter.
90s humor, it's basically boomer humor now. So
I agree.
boomer humor.
Boom. It's not.
Hey,
Oh my
I'm
God.
Gen X. I am
You
Gen
know what? Boomer is. Oh, we got another super chat.
Hondo
here.
loves it.
Just a bunch of
Thanks
laugh
a lot.
emojis.
Thanks a lot, Hondo. $2.
Yeah.
All right, Jess. Thanks for coming on in.
Yeah, the boomer humor was too much.
It's just again, it's totally old school, dumb late 90s. No one gives a fuck comedy.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
when things could pass.
when
as
and I
comedy
feel like
those days.
I like, honest to God, when's the last time there was a comedy that like you saw in theaters? You know, like I feel like you just don't see comedies anymore.
When's the last thing that you saw in theaters that wasn't just like Cape shit or another reboot of some other franchise?
Well, the last movie I saw in theaters
Was Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic, yeah.
Mm.
But I did go to a drive-in over the summer and I saw Evil Dead and Army of Darkness as a double feature.
Oh,
That's cool.
Thank you very much. My favorite movies. Put them together, it's an actual movie because they're 80 minutes long each. So you put them together, it's like 2 hours and 10 minutes, and you're like, oh, that's a legit movie.
Yeah, we need to indoctrinate the Zoomer.
You know, I want to say the thing.
I do not consent. No touch.
I want to say like the last sort of like, you know, slapstick kind of comedy stuff that's been going on. And you actually mentioned this on your other show about Paul Blart. So we're talking about Kevin James or Adam Sandler are kind of really sort of still in that area or that zone, as well as Ben Stiller. Otherwise, I think all of it's kind of a wash now, and it's all been very cleaned up. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, I feel like, you know, you had a lot of crazy shit.
And I didn't want to, you know, get into Hollywood After Dark.
Yeah. Well, no, that's fine. That's fine. It's because we're talking about like, you know, 90s comedies and whatnot, right?
Right.
So I think like a big part of like the, you know, I just, Paul Blart was one of those things where the only reason why I brought it up the other day was because it was like trending on Netflix for a while. You know what I mean?
Right. And so is Adam Sandler, but a lot of his stuff has been sanitized now.
Well, okay, Ryan here says, technically you're a millennial since you were born in the early 80s. I found out that I'm part of a group called the Zennials.
I'm
So
not. I'm
it's
Generation X.
Yeah, I'm Gen X, Gen Z, and millennial. Like I'm in that weird like 77 to
74.
83. Oh, you're born as, yeah, you're a Gen Xer.
I'm Gen X, 74. I know. I look good. I gotta wear these fucking glasses now, though. Whatever. It is what it is.
No, you look great, man. Like I said, Ray Liotta without the pockmarks.
True, and I'm like 46 years old. Thank you.
Hold on. Animancer, have you ever seen Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood?
Me?
No, Animancer.
Oh.
Sorry, I was getting some juice. No, I've never seen it before.
All right.
Well,
I'm
that's
gonna play this clip because this clip is hysterical and it's also completely in line with like early 90s gangster films set in the ghetto, right? Or set like in the hood. And I don't know if you're familiar with Bernie Mac. Are you familiar with Bernie Mac at all?
Love Bernie Mac.
Yeah, I've heard the name.
Okay. Yeah. He died like 10 years ago.
Yeah,
right. He died. Before.
He was
no,
Mr. 3000.
Well,
Bernie
yeah,
Mac.
but he was so much more than just that. But anyway, this is a great clip with him. We can get this thing here into better quality. There we go.
Being a comedy.
Damn! Bravo!
You there! Get out of the truck and put your hands in the air. Stand on one leg. With the tip of your finger, touch the tip of your nose. Now, in a circular motion, rub your stomach and pat your head while saying rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Rubber baby buggy bumper.
Strike a pose. Now go.
This is good times.
This is like the mid 90s, you know.
Yeah, those are the Wayans.
Yeah, when the Wayans brothers were, you know, still pretty good. Before they, you know, went into Scary Movie, you know, and all that other stuff that went a little too off the rails.
Yeah.
Like, I think one of the original ones was "I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker."
Love that movie.
That's true. No, and well, I guess Damon went to
like Blank Man and Bulletproof again with Adam Sandler.
I love Bulletproof. Is still one of my favorite movies of all time.
Like can't hear the fucking movie.
I'm sorry.
Trying to watch the movie here.
Trying to watch the fucking movie here. Anyhow, but I get you guys. It's not the funniest clip. There's other. This is a movie you got to watch though. I think it's on Netflix. Let me see here. Don't Be a Menace streaming.
For all I know, it might be on like IMDb TV, which is a free service, but you have to watch those, you know.
Well, what year did this movie come out?
1996. And okay. You can watch it apparently it's on Amazon, but according to this, it's not currently available in my location. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
Because you were in Washington, so
yeah, it's whatever.
Screw you.
But
ExpressVPN, can you please sponsor this channel?
Yeah, there we go. There we go. There's a lot of good. The thing is, the Wayans do slapstick comedy really, really, really well. And like, if you got to check out like White Chicks, I think
In
White
Living
Chicks.
Color, man. Like In Living Color was money, right?
Yeah, it was absolutely awesome, in my opinion. I mean,
Yeah, no, that was
where,
better than Saturday Night Live at the time. Like
or Fridays.
Dude, the Fly Girls were like my jam.
And who was one of the Fly Girls?
Jennifer Lopez.
That's right, J-Lo.
No, I wanted the white girl. I wanted that white girl that was at the beginning. Oh, damn, she was so good.
And this is also where Jim Carrey got his start. So, and
Jesus.
you know,
Fire Marshal Bill.
Yeah, Fire Marshal Bill was great.
My favorite.
There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy sketch shows back in the '90s. Like, did you guys know that John Leguizamo had his own sketch show?
You know, the earliest thing that I can remember him from was called, I think, like, not The Fly. It was it's driving me crazy.
The Pest. The Pest.
Yeah, the Pest. Yeah.
Yeah, The Pest. Did you ever see that? You guys have seen that one, right?
Yeah. When he was super skinny, right? He was like super skinny too.
Well, what I love about the movie The Pest is that it's the story of the most dangerous game, which is, you know, the story about hunting a human, right? We've seen it adapted so many times. Like the Hunger Games is kind of based on it. That Ice-T movie, Surviving the Game, with Ice-T and Rutger Hauer. It's a great movie. Great cast, like an insanely good cast in that film. And like that's the same concept. Then you get this comedy of John Leguizamo trying to outrun. It's like a Looney Tunes movie, right? It's like a Looney Tunes. That's the best way to describe it. It's like watching.
Because I didn't consider it like a real movie.
Well, it's like watching a live action. What's it called? Roadrunner cartoon, right?
Right. Yeah. It's sort of that sort of zany, over the top kind of stuff.
Right.
And then what did he do? What did he do next after that? I think
Spawn.
Spawn, which was crazy. I was gonna say Super Mario Brothers, but
no. This was after Super Mario Brothers. This was after Super Mario. The Pest was after Super Mario. Yeah. It was after that. Here, I'll play the opening track for The Pest, and then I gotta wind it down.
You have a dead cat, right?
I have.
I mean a sick cat. Sorry.
I have a sick cat I gotta look after. Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ!
So I'm just saying, if he goes another hour, he's got a dead cat.
No, my cat's. He's just ill. Like he snuck his way into my room today, and then my office. And then like usually he comes in, he hangs out. I didn't know he was in here. He made no noise. But he took a fucking shit on like he took a shit in here and it just reeked. I'm like, God damn it.
He's like, I'm pissed off that you're not petting me.
No, he is a very, very needy cat, but he's also like 15 years old. So
just one question, Matt: is it an indoor cat or an outdoor cat?
He's both. So he's been both as long as I've had him.
Okay.
So yeah, no, he goes through. Well, no, because he goes through his. You know, cats get sick. That's cats will catch a cold. Cats will get the flu. Cats will get sick. You give him a day or two. He's the one that I had to raise like $6,000 for in 2017 to get a kidney stone removed.
Yep,
right?
mundane cat.
Yeah, the mundane cat. Yeah. So he's still around. He's just not feeling very, very well today. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yvonne here says Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd is another way to describe this stuff. But check out, like, this is like 90. I want to say this is like 96, 97 is when this one came out. But this is, again, just such a weird opening of this movie.
Are you just trying to sell me now on films that came out before I was born?
Yeah, pretty much.
Somewhat forgettable.
Oh yeah. His girlfriend was the nurse from what's it called? Scrubs. That was his girlfriend. Was the nurse from Scrubs in this one? Yeah.
Was John also in Spun? You guys?
Maybe it's been a while.
Get sprung.
So Jarbo, can I ask you? There's a few TV shows that I want to know if you know about. Do you know about Briscoe County Jr.?
Yes, I do. I have the entire box set.
And so do I.
It's the Adventures.
Does everybody like Briscoe County?
Yeah, because Bruce Campbell's a badass.
And he should have been in a Western, right? Like, he was money.
Yeah, everything, I love about the guy, and the thing is that it sucks that we're never going to get a 4th season of Ash versus Evil Dead.
I think that we should get one more episode of Briscoe County because what's his name? The black dude. I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
I know the character you're talking about.
He died, right? So
I didn't know that.
I would like to see them come back and do like one episode because everybody else is still around doing acting stuff. And they're like, he died. They're doing an episode later in life. I think it would be amazing. The other show do you remember a show called Sequest?
Yeah, Sequest.
Yes, I do. I remember it as well.
Love that show. Roy Schneider.
Jonathan Brandis before he committed suicide.
Man, I'm really showing my age here. It's like speaking a different language.
It's like that's the thing though, is like there's a different the 90s and the 80s and 90s were a very different time for television. Like, have you ever heard of the movie House Party?
No.
Okay,
I have.
So there's a group called a duo called Kid and Play.
Yep.
And they were so popular.
Huge afro.
Yeah, the huge afro. Like, looks like an eraser. And so back. Well, it's true. It did. He did.
It did. No,
he did.
Yeah. Google.
Okay.
Yeah, like like fucking.
Oh, you mean like it's got like a flat top and shit?
Yeah.
Like a
flat
tall
flat
top.
I get what you're talking about now.
Like a foot tall flat top.
That's not an afro, but
No, it's like
Well, we're white people, so I mean,
it's
yeah, any black hairstyles an afro in that case.
I guess so. So this is what they this is like when they were on
right there. The third one in.
Yeah, Kid and Play. This is like them back in the day, right?
Wow, that's pretty.
And they were a musical group. They were a musical group, and they ended up doing this movie called House Party, right?
Yeah.
And they were like, this one right here was really good. They did like 4 of them, right? They did like 4 House Party movies.
He didn't have the fro in the 4th one though.
Yeah, no, I forget what happened. I've only seen like the first 2.
Yeah,
and they did a couple other movies too.
The first one.
Yeah, they like this was another one here too. I forget what they made. New Line considered making Freddy versus Jason versus Kid and Play.
Seriously?
That's fascinating.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, but you know what's a real crazy thing? Check this out. You may not know this. There was a Kid and Play animated series.
That I've seen. No. That's a thing in Canada. I've seen that.
This is a real thing. This is the thing back.
I've totally seen it.
But back in the early 90s, man, anything could get a fucking animated show.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the whole point. Back in the day, anything can get an animated show.
Something versus Pee Wee Herman. I mean,
this was obviously way before my time. But...
I went to the wrong. Oh, god damn it! I was on the wrong page. It went.
Matt, have you ever seen Hammerman before?
Hammerman, probably.
Look up Hammerman.
Hammerman. Oh yeah.
Fucking Hammerman. Scammerman, more like it.
You know, like the back in the day, man. The 90s were fantastic for this kind of stuff.
Fuck MC Hammer.
Dude, they had the best X-Men movies in the 90s animated. Better than any live action.
The X-Men shows were pretty good.
Iron Man, all those shows like that I have on DVD.
No, not the Zelda cartoon.
I was gonna say, wasn't there like an Ace Ventura?
You looked up Animal Crossing.
There was an Ace Ventura cartoon. Yes, there was. Horrible shit. Everything was a cartoon.
And then it had a crossover with the Mask cartoon.
Hey.
Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah.
Probably.
Ace Ventura. I mean, there was like Goosebumps TV show.
Yeah, just ridiculous shit.
I know he's Canadian, but I actually was like, I was burnt out on him. I was just like, okay, I can't take it anymore.
But like, this was kids' television back in the fucking 90s, though.
True.
You know what I mean? Like this was
Goosebumps.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Like this was kids' television. This was like prime time children's television back in the day.
And this was okay. So I'm old. Do you remember like Double Dare and that kind of stuff? Like
Oh, yeah.
when we were kids.
Yeah, I remember all. Yeah, I remember Nickelodeon, all that kind of shit.
Nickelodeon
I mean, like,
doesn't do that shit anymore.
When it was still good.
Double Dare was like they made these kids like do horrible things to go through slime.
You know, one thing I will acknowledge
I wanted to be on that show.
Is that like even though it was before my time, cartoons from the 90s were way better. I've seen a lot of cartoons from the 90s and they're way better than a lot of the shit put out today. And not to say there isn't any good cartoon still, but
I will say, like, growing up in the 80s, like, when I was a small child, my favorite cartoons were, like, Johnny Quest. And nobody even knows what that shit is anymore unless they reboot them soon.
Yeah.
You know, but, like,
they're
honestly,
not gonna reboot Johnny Quest. There's
no,
no
never.
way.
They'll never do anything with Johnny Quest.
Haji, his, like, manservant, you know, like, it doesn't work anymore.
Well, you know, a lot of that, you know, back in the day, you know, with like Beavis and Butthead and Liquid Television and MTV, that sort of, you know, brought around, you know, the concept of adult cartoons. And I think that also started Aeon Flux, if I'm correct.
Yep.
And
I'm really disappointed that they're bringing back Beavis and Butthead again. It only really worked when it came out. You know what I mean? It doesn't.
It just doesn't fit.
If I want adult comedy, I want Archer. I want Archer to like, hey, this time we're gonna do it in space. We all know what Archer is, but let's do it in some different spot. Like,
I want an adult
right.
comedy out of Mike Judge. I wanted to make a new cartoon rather than wasting his time on another Beavis and Butthead revival. The last one sucked. It was mediocre. It wasn't terrible, but it was nothing to write home about.
Wasn't there also talk about bringing back King of the Hill?
Yeah, which would have been a lot better.
Yeah.
That would have been way better than bringing back Beavis and Butthead, in my opinion.
And Mike Judge is brilliant. Like, brilliant.
Yeah, he's great. He's great.
Yeah,
you know, I
which
mean,
is why I want to see him make a new
Idiocracy.
cartoon. Like,
Brilliant. Yeah, I want to see something good. Like, hey, nostalgia is nostalgia, but like Mike Judge, let's do something. Like, you know,
Something
it's gonna
new.
be good.
yeah. Something fucking new. Can you play the fucking Hammerman theme song? It goes like, he puts on his magical shoes. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, and then I gotta close it out.
Yeah, then we'll wrap it up with Hammerman.
with Hammerman. Yeah, this video's already completely demonetized anyway. So like,
Yeah.
let's.
I mean, they're not gonna claim this shit. No one wants to claim that crap.
I might have already gotten emails about it.
Can I ask something before you do all that? Because I want to ask Underhaven a question.
Go ahead.
Have you ever seen Redo of Healer?
I have no idea what that is.
Okay, so we'll leave it alone. Go ahead.
All right.
All right, let's see this here.
Man,